and we don't have to work. It's awesome. This is how lazy I am. I told myself that I was gonna build some trees around Elia so that she can't walk around. And a while back I put down one tree. Really haven't touched it since. But thankfully, she likes to hang around the tree. She doesn't wander too far. Can we pick her up with a mouse? No, apparently not. Apparently you can't pick up the monsters with the mouse. You have to use your finger. Elia, stay by the tree. That's your tree. You stay there. Ooh. So I think the plan for today is going to be hang out with some Proc Ready members, do a guild battle, fool around some arena, and then maybe some Rift 5 testing. I just want to test out some stuff in Rift 5, you know, like goof around. And I got some guild mates that want to test out some stuff in Rift 5 too, and so we might just hang out and join each other. What are you doing? What is this? Oh, we must have dropped rank. Oh yeah, we tanked rank. Why did we tank so much rank? Oh, two defense faileds in a row. Oh well. This is why Guild Wars is so troll. Guild Wars is so troll. It's fun though, it's really fun, but Confios should kind of like fix it and do something to it to make it more, like actually reflective of people's ability to work together as a team and be cool and stuff. I kind of want to just not take Galadriel against this one, because we'll take. Ooh, let's do that. That just seems more fun. No, we gotta take their buffs off, right? We gotta do that. And then we gotta do that. No, because then the fire guys need an earth guy to hit on, right? And who should they hit on that's earth? They should hit on Bernard, that's earth. That's what I'm thinking. Right, the top team we're just gonna blow up. But the bottom team, they got 2 fire DPS, so we need to at least bring one tanky earth guy for them to beat on. And I think Bernard is our candidate for sure. And we'll see how this goes. So top team, we're just gonna try to nuke really fast, and then bottom team, where Bernard's gonna tank them, and then Mirmir is gonna kill the world. Just all of them. Because he's gonna be so fast. And we might armor break something like, okay, well they didn't even let... Somebody didn't move there. That was weird. Okay, so I don't like you. Let's kill you, because you have armor break, right? The Tessarian's the danger here. And I don't think we're going to armor break Tessarian, because Bernard is wind, but I don't think it matters too much. Don't think it matters too much. That's why we went Praha. Is he a tanky Tessarian? Not really. Oh, armor break. It's over. I want to kill Chasoon next, right? Because we can armor break her. Why not? We can kill whoever we want. I don't think it matters. Hey, peoples! Hey, look, all these people showed up on the stream. I'm sorry, I really wasn't paying attention. I'm really sad. I'm really sad because this is probably gonna be my last stream for like 2 weeks because I have to go on vacation, and I won't have all I have is like my mobile internet and then like whatever traveling internet for like 2 weeks. Hi, Casey. Yeah, man, we'll take a look at islands today. That's definitely on my list. But we probably won't do that till later. I might stream longer than usual today, just because I'm gonna miss the people, cause I gotta be gone for like 2 weeks. I really want to fight this person. Hey, Dark, you want to call me, dude? You can ring me. I'll answer. We could just do this. Same, like, not even have to switch teams. I think it'll work. Do you want a Purian for your Pung Beck and your
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, dude?
Hold on, let me switch to headphones. Don't want echoes.
Dude, I hate how Skype always is trying to like sell me something every time it pops up. Today I can speak with anyone now that you can translate calls and messages. Ooh, it translates. Ooh, maybe we should have Guillermo call us and talk Spanish and see if it translates.
That'd be pretty funny. Ooh, I just found Tricky in Arena.
Kill him! I don't...
Let's add him. Do you have his Skype?
I don't know. You tell him to look me up. I can't go into like Kako and stuff right now because I'm playing on the phone that I use to like do Kako and stuff. Oh, I killed a JoJo. Oh no, I got bombed. So why do you want a Purian? So you can play with Leo and Pung Beck?
Yeah, so right now I've been using Orion for that role, but Ninja told me if I run Purian, it would be even more funny to watch.
I don't know. Orion does armor break and stuff.
Yeah, but I have Galleon already, so it's K. Right now, like my Pungbeak has a 70% crit rate, and then I use him as a leader skill, so that brings it up to 94%. But for some reason, RNG doesn't like me, and I still miss sometimes. Not to mention the fact that being able to boost the bars that much higher with Purian will allow me to not really have to worry about the Leo passive, where I have to knock down someone's attack bar. Like against Bernard teams, I have to hit Bernard with Leo in order to drop his attack bar down.
I was watching a little bit of that last night, and it was like, I'm sorry, but I was entertained. Dark, you seriously entertained me with that. That was fun.
Sometimes, like when it works, it just feels good to watch that huge lightning bolt come down and just wreck everything. But like I just put it together, so it's still got a lot of glitches in it. Like today, I lost like half my battles because it just didn't work the way I thought it would. But I mean, it's getting there. The concept's there.
Galleon, Leo, Pung Beck, and
Orion.
But you want to do Purian.
I want to do Purian, yeah, because I want Purian to boost the attack bars and crit rate of everyone.
But see, the thing about the Leo is you don't need, it's not the percentage of the attack bar that you need, right? For instance, like if Orion's third skill boosted attack bar by 1%, you would still get the first turn immediately after Leo, always, as long as your Orion was faster than their fastest monster.
Yes, which is typically the case unless the enemy has a Bernard, in which case I drop the Bernard down with Leo. The only time that doesn't work very well is when the enemy has 2 attack bar boosters. Like if you run across Orion and Bernard at the same time, or if you run across Orion and Chloe, I can't hit Chloe's with this team. That doesn't work. Makes me really sad.
Would you be up for like fooling around in Rift 5 today if somebody wants to come play with us? We can survive. Like maybe see if Guillermo wants to come play, or Tricky, or somebody.
Yeah, I'm always down for some Rift 5s. And I think I'm the one who's going to be doing the surviving.
That works for me. Hi, France.
Hey, you see,
Hi, Thomas.
you have your water nuke team, and now I have a wind nuke team, but wind just doesn't feel as awesome as your water team.
Cause you got all these fire guys, and you got all these people that do this in arena, right? And then you got all these Theos in arena. Works out really well.
Alright, I do have what's called a water hell lady that I could rune up and put for the water nuke. But I don't think it's gonna one shot anything.
You should hit the Bernard and not the... No, hit the Bernard peoples. Their auto is like terrible. Hit now. Okay, now you hit this guy, cause his endures up. Okay, now hit the Bernard. Oh, Zyros tankier. Would that work in TOA? Hi, Johnny. Shiro, tanky Zyros like Despair or something could work in TOA hard if you don't have any other good monsters. I think for sure.
If I can find SSJ in here.
Ooh, did Guillermo say something?
Not yet, but I'm pretty sure I have.
Cool, I saw him. He's there. Let me try to use some wings really fast. Can we hit? I don't want to hit him. Let's just like, I don't. He might strip my buffs. I don't really care if he strips my buffs. I just want to fight him. So yeah, this is. I'm probably not going to stream on Sunday night because I'll have to be asleep around like close of arena time because my plane leaves like way early in the morning. Oh, that's just GG. three despair stuns. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was funny.
You don't happen to know how much it's called the gouge does on the water hell lady, do you?
Yeah,
Rage blade. If I do like water nuke team with her,
it does pretty good. I've seen some videos of it. People have messed around with her. Like I think YDCB. Oh, what the heck? Apparently this is the morning where we're just supposed to lose all of our arena matches due to random RNG. It's like I'm okay with that. We'll be just fine.
I had the same thing this morning. I had the Wincy Emperor. I armor broke his entire team. I go to use Pung Beak's Lightning on Wincy Emperor. Didn't crit him at all. I'm like, okay, maybe it's just RNG. I replay it. Same thing. Didn't crit him at all. I lost the match again. I was like, that's twice in a row. 94% crit rate. How?
Hey, Mr. Tagoy, I'm probably gonna be doing that later on. Yeah. Dude, they reset Poseidon? Or did he resist? That's weird. Hopefully they didn't. Okay, cool. He resisted. I'll take that.
How much this water hell lady does?
I think she does pretty good damage because she's an F5 and she's got really high attack. But you're not gonna do good damage unless you have like Devilmon in her probably.
Well, yeah. I just want to see like if it's even possible, because right now I want to be able to do an AoE at 40k, which I could do on Pumbeak if I'm hitting water units. And I can only do, if I had Siege runed up, I only hit about 32k AoE.
I think it's really a matter of getting a lot of plus attack as well as plus crit damage. Like that's where the absurd amounts of damage comes in. Like that's kind of why my Alicia is pretty good, because like, okay, I'll put this on the stream really quick. She's got a pretty good crit rate, like 77, but it's not so much the crit rate and the crit damage that adds to the damage. It's also the little bit of plus attack that she has from a couple of base runes. Like this rune right here that's plus 17 attack, and this rune right here that's plus 14 attack. That makes a huge difference, like in terms of like how much damage your nukes are actually doing.
Well,
I played around with it a whole lot, and you can put like 100% crit rate and no plus attack on monsters, and you don't do as good as damage as. So really, like, it's all about can you build a rune set that's got good crit damage, good crit rate, but also maybe a couple of subs in there for attack that you can power up to, like, improve the attack, because it all factors in. What in the world? I kind of want to do that, but I don't, because I don't want to change teams.
I feel like wind is just not the right thing to do in Guardian. Like, I can't find that many teams that I could just Pumbeak into.
I think you could, but you just have to be selective. Like what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm totally ignoring a lot of people, and that's just because I don't want to have to switch out teams, really. So, as long as you're okay with being selective in your fights and just only picking out stuff that you know you can blow up, and as long as you can find stuff to blow up, I don't see like a big challenge with it. I guess if you got to the point where by the time you refreshed your list a whole bunch you couldn't find anybody to nuke, then you might want to like change teams. But the water guys treat me pretty good, because I don't, for some reason, like I don't run out of teams to nuke. Let's kill her, because she's scary. You gonna give me some chocolate again today, Mr. Solano? I'll take chocolate. With your little poo-poo icons. Oh, hi Zach. Hi Zach. Don't kill the monkey yet. He needs to heal himself. Yay. Yeah, I like my water guys, because for some reason these people still put up these defenses that I can attack really fast.
Yeah, there are a lot of fire defenses out right now. Like, even my team would get wrecked by anyone running a water team. Like, Retreat was showing me yesterday, him running Tor and just wiping my team out.
Tor would be fun to use.
I think wind is just really limited right now.
I think maybe Guillermo we might be able to fool around in some R5. I want to put Freya. I want to use Freya on the stream.
I want to have you use Freya on stream too.
So the world can see the ridiculousness of Freya as a rift tank. Oh, okay, I'm gonna call Guillermo. I think that's... No, we got a couple more. Draw? This person drawed against me?
Doesn't surprise me. I mean, I spent 10 minutes fighting you.
I guess it like they get near the end and it's down to like Camilla versus Praha and they can't win. I bet you that's what happens a lot because I noticed that. Okay, I noticed Hypnotic Nick draws against me a lot. Like, like he draws against me like 20% of the time he attacks me, and I'm thinking that my team kills his team and his team kills my team, and it comes down to just like his Camilla versus my Praha, and nobody can win.
I'm hoping that like if I get enough damage off Pungbeak, I could use this team against you.
Do it! Do it!
But like, your Bernard is hella tanky. I think Bernard would be the one I would snipe, either that or Veramos, because Eladriel I don't think is possible for me to one shot.
I'm gonna go put Will Runes on Veramos next. That's
I'd be a little salty about that.
That's my next activity. Put Will Runes on Veramos just to further grief people. That, or maybe at some point like Comtuous might give me a good defense monster, like Camilla or something. We're gonna do a couple more wings just because why not? Because I just want to get them done. SSJ, are you on the call? I think he is.
Yes.
What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up?
Would you like to play around in Rift 5 here in just a moment?
Yes, I need to test the Fedora thing.
Yay!
Yeah, he decided not to write his guide on how to play this with one cleanser and went with two cleansers this time.
I was looking forward to the Reddit post, Guillermo, about how you only need one cleanser for Rift.
Yeah, I read it all and it didn't work.
I think like it's possible you might get by with one cleanser if your friends are really strong and you got a really fast team. You know?
I think two cleansers just makes it more consistent. Like, what's better, doing the more damage, clearing a little bit faster with only like an 80 or 70% win rate, or having like a 95% win rate and just slow it down a little bit, you know?
Well, I think the issue is on the last jump. On the last jump, you need to put the debuff just right away. That's when I got killed.
Yep. I'm doing it. Like it's just a matter of me finding time to power up the runes and stuff. Oh no! Don't kill him. I don't want him to die.
Hey, you have a Teshar? I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, we're gonna Teshar these fools. They're gonna get Teshared, and it's gonna be funny. I want to play around with Triple Revenge Mao. And the only thing is that like I gotta power up some runes, and I got to I need more Drunken Masters. I need like 4 more Drunken Master fodders to skill him up. Because SSJ is right that Rift 5, like getting it to 100% success without failing, is just all about getting that attack down really fast after he jumps, right? Like on that third jump. And like your Colleen really helps with that, Dark, right? And your Bastet really helps with that. But what if I'm in a group with somebody and I don't have your Colleen or Bastet to do revenge attack breaks on the third jump?
Then you cry in a corner.
Right. Then I have to log into your account and steal you, or just make make Colleen or Drunken Master Triple Revenge and just slot them in for those times when I want to do Rift 5, but the other people don't have that consistent attack break needed to clear it 100% of the time without failing.
I still think that the double Revenge Nemesis is better than the triple Revenge, mostly because the Colleen and Mao as well play more than one role. They don't just go as a Revenge attack breaker. You have the speed buff with heal off of Mao, and as well as the heal block and the heal off of Colleen. so they play more than one role. Which is why I think Nemesis is pretty useful on them too.
Yeah, something like double revenge nemesis, like you have with your Colleen.
Yeah. Because especially towards like the last boss, as soon as she drops down, now she has a faster. She goes faster because of ATB boost from the Nemesis rune. So even if the revenge misses, her health bar is now low, and she has the next turn.
Alright, I'm gonna invite you guys, and then we can play around with it. For show. I just invited you guys.
And I'm also working on my Bernard. I'll get that up eventually, and I'll try to put in Bernard in within like a week or so. See how that goes.
Alright, let's see this Fedora. Well, we'll see him after. We'll see him once the fight starts. I'll take a look at him. We all set? Looks like we're all set. Resistance, defense, speed.
You got some really nice runes on this guy.
On Fedora?
Yeah. SSJ's got like a revenge rune with 35% HP sub on it. It's pretty nuts.
You gotta be kidding me. I gotta take a look at this. I'm curious now.
I mean, my Colleen has a revenge rune with 31% HP sub on it, but 35 is making me a little jelly.
That upgrade went to the lowest value. It can go up.
Violent Revenge. It's a 35% hit point rune. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it looks like he's set to become stronger with just a couple of power-ups, right? Looks like there's one rune that needs powering up, and then a couple of slots that can get powered up.
Yeah, it needs work to do.
I don't know. I like it. It's in good shape. Even with like it's still only having the 6-turn cooldown. It's pretty sweet.
So this is what I was talking about earlier. Having two monsters right here, this Colleen, Dark Ember's Colleen, and Dark Ember's Bastet, and both of them do attack break on their first skill, and both of them have a couple of revenge sets on there. Like they're both double revenge nemesis. This really, like, more than anything. And you're not going to catch this in like a YouTube video about Rift strategy, because people are missing this. Okay, they're sorely missing it, but you're going to catch it on this channel. This strategy right here of bringing monsters that have attack break on the first skill, like Colleen, Bastet, Drunken Masters, and putting like multiple revenge sets on them, really helps with like in-game players having the ability to consistently clear Rift 5. And you heard it here. That's all. How many skill ups do you like for Fedora, Guillermo?
I don't think he has any skill ups on it yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
zero.
Like two cleansers, you know.
Do you have any other cleansers, like a Delphoy or something?
No, I was about to build another Economia.
Can you take two of the same monsters in a raid?
No. I wanted to run 4 Pernas in the back line, but that didn't happen.
Okay, fail. No, I don't have another one. I fed up the Delphoy that I had.
It's okay, I fed a Delphoy as well.
Yeah.
I just so happen to have a Lisa, which at least is like really stupid AI. I think Lisa by herself is just really bad, but paired with Konamiya, she becomes much better.
And I also saw a Reddit post about how attack bar increasers aren't useful, and I kind of don't agree with that either. You know, and I can show the world right now that I can put in a team full of attack bar increasers and do just fine in Rift 5. I just might do it too.
I think the attack bar booster comment has to do with just the counters on the boss on each attack having a use in itself, because the more attacks you have, the more damage you take from one of the passives off of the boss.
The thing though is that he doesn't get that much stronger over time. So even if you take a really long time to clear him and he's done his passive counter a whole bunch, he's not like, I don't know. He doesn't. It's not like the Necro boss, where like the Necro boss, if you don't clear him within a pretty certain time frame, you're dead. But this guy, he powers up, but he doesn't power up quite as much as like say the Necro boss, where if you do take a while to kill him, you're still safe.
Yeah, I think it's the Destroyer's Revenge passive. The damage of the next attack will increase proportion to the number of enemies' turns. The damage will reset after the attack. So it's just if you take a lot of attacks and you don't have enough tankiness to sustain that damage that you take from it. I think that's one of the biggest downsides. That's what people are having trouble balancing, how much damage they can take after doing a lot of attacks.
The bringing multiple attack bar increasers is not. It actually works if you bring a monster like a Hua or something, or like Freya or the Wind Horus, monsters that can deplete his attack bar too. So you can like counter like the only thing so that you can just deal with the passives. Oh, you're dead, and we don't have attack break on him, and I'm dead.
Yeah, we didn't land attack break, but I'm still alive somehow.
Where's your attack break?
I got stunned up instantly, and my guys decided to heal rather than to put attack break.
Well, we needed your attack break, and it didn't happen. What happened to your team, Guillermo?
Exploded after the third jump. There's one thing I noticed with Colleen, that she prioritized the buff heal.
Yeah, she does prioritize the heal
before the first attack. That's one thing that I don't like, but she's pretty boss in the race. I think we need Freya.
Why don't you just quit that one, Gark?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll play around with Freya. But if you guys die, it's gonna be tough for me to like try to pull off solo stuff. But yeah, let's do it. Let's just keep going. This is fun. That was kind of random. No attack break. So that goes hand in hand with what I was just talking about right there. How if you don't have attack break, you're gonna fail pretty hard. You're gonna fail. So like, okay, watch. I'm not gonna take Wahi. And I'm going to take a whole bunch of teams of attack bar increasers. Right? I'm short one healer, but I'm bringing 2 extra attack bar increasers. And I'll survive. I just want to try this out. I'm ready when you are.
I'm going to test out running Bella in the back. I
Instead
might
of
have
Jasun?
to. Yeah,
That works.
I might have to just increase the runes though, because I don't recall what I put onto him. If anything, I'll just quickly swap out a rune. It won't take long. If I need to get him tankier, I'll just do a quick swap of his rune.
And this team right here that I'm bringing is going to get countered a lot because it's making his passive counter go way up. But poor Hua is going to get her attack bar increased so much by Bernard and Freya, and Freya pushes back his attack bar just a little bit, and you'll notice he won't do his auto attack very much. And I can kind of get by with having one less healer in that situation because he's just, he's not getting his auto attack off as much because he's getting his attack bar constantly mashed down. And then it's kind of neato because Kona gets his attack bar increased so much his cleanse is up more often. Which kind of helps because every time he counters, it's like Kona always has his piece up. Grats, Mr. Times. It's always nice when you land on 150 crystals. Or when you get Shazam from a wish.
Well, we could always do raid boosting later on today.
Right now it's just kind of relax, hangout time. We need, as a group, we want to test out some team setups, and that's going to be our daily activity today. And I figured we might as well just put it on stream in case, the public was curious about stuff we're fooling around with for Rift 5. It's not every day that you see somebody use Freya and Bernard as their frontline tanks in Rift 5.
After this, give me like a minute to quickly swap out a rune on Bella.
Sure. Yeah, there you go. Tragedy. It's just Theorycrafting fooling around time. Was what I had planned today.
I noticed that I have a lot more contribution with Bella now. Like a lot of it. A lot more.
How's that? You think it just does more damage than Shasun or something, or?
I think it's the attack bar boost along with the consistent armor break that's helping me out.
I think what you really need to do, Dark, is just work on improving the runes on people. Your whole team is really slow. Like across the board, your speed's lacking, and it's not lacking. I mean, it's obviously getting the job done, but you would see a huge increase in your contribution and damage if you just like worked on improving the speed subs on people.
Yeah.
Because it's, sometimes having that extra speed is the difference between getting your attack off before you get stunned and stuff like that. Like I noticed when I bring my Basalt here, he does really well tanking. He just doesn't contribute anything. He just kind of gets stunned, and because like anything around like 130, 140 speed, just pretty much gets stunned the entire fight. That's kind of why like the fire monkeys, the fire monkey is like one of the only units that really contributes a lot being slow, because he doesn't get stunned so much, and when you put him on triple revenge, he gets lots of counters. But it's tough to get your contribution up there without the speed.
Yeah, I agree. Like you said, I have to upgrade the runes. As you can imagine, I've been playing around with a lot of different teams, so you saw me throwing around runes all over the place. So it took me a while before I could get a team like this going. So it's just now a matter of fine-tuning.
I don't see why you can't like hook up one of your pernas to stay alive.
I actually can. One of the second perna I have right now, it's getting close to finished. I'm just missing one rune for it, but it's a violent revenge set with attack, crit damage, HP for its stats. So I want to get about 25k HP on it, and the rest of it could be the attack. I just haven't finished it yet. Because there's no reason really to run Will in this set, in this raid. And I don't really want to mess around with my arena perna. Because I really like being able to hit something for 40k with attack buff and armor break.
I think this worked this time because well, I removed the damage dealer, the Monkey King, and I try a sustainability team instead with Chesun, and I think is better.
You wanna try that out with
I'm doing it right now.
Well, would I have like a legitimate team in instead of like a screw around team?
But no, it is right now.
Yeah, SSJ, why don't you try putting Bella in the back as well instead of the Chasun? Because Chasun and Colleen do almost the same job in terms of the heal is on the same priority, while Bella's is a little different. It gives the attack bar boost on top of it.
Yeah, I can try that.
Yeah, let's try that, and then I'll go with my regular team, and then we'll see because extra armor break will also help us increase our damage because we're just taking forever to kill this guy with this goofy team that I got in here. Oh, he jumped the third time already, and did he heal up or did he not jump?
Yeah,
the third time
he healed
already?
up. He healed up. He jumped. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly put in an HP rune onto Bella because I have a lot of defense on him right now, but the HP is a bit low.
Did he die? No, he's not. He's still alive.
Yeah, but he always comes so close to dying.
It almost feels like it's gonna crash before it finishes. Come on, guys, let's do some damage. Get him dead. This works out pretty well, though. I mean, he's got like lots of he's got all his debuffs and stuff on him.
What happened to your Freya? She's dead.
She sacrificed herself for the team.
They're starting to do a lot of damage.
Our damage is so ridiculously low.
My front line's starting to take quite a bit.
Yeah, let's do will your Bella survive in the back, Guillermo?
I think it is the speed HP defense.
Yeah, that's the best one to have.
Why don't we try that and see if maybe like extra armor break and will and then I can bring like a damage team.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll just put an HP rune. I think my Bella right now is speed defense because I was missing an HP rune.
Well, that was kind of fun. We,
Was
we
it
had
like?
we had
Was it
really
like?
low damage, but see, like he doesn't power up that much. You can take it. You can take like all day to kill him, and he still doesn't. He doesn't get like more powerful. Oh,
Alright, 1 second. Let me.
Was it like 10 minutes?
Yeah,
yeah, it was forever.
that was a long time. We tanked that for days.
All right. Let's see. Let's do. Do. Her in the back.
I also wanted to try bringing the monkey in and leaving Jamire out.
You want to do that? Look, let's do that. Let's do that. You put the monkey in, okay? And then you run HP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll run speed, and we'll just forgo resistance. How's that sound?
Okay.
I like that idea. Because my Jeremiah is he doesn't like. I like the idea of not trying out resistance. And then your damage is going to be crazy with that setup. And my damage won't be terrible. And I'm going to re-invite you, Dark.
Yeah.
See, if you get comfortable with a team like that, then I'll re-rune my Jeremiah for like I got some really nice like violent and other sets besides despair that would work out for him. Like if I needed to use him for Rift, I really kind of want to re-rune him off despair too, because I only ever really use the despair stuff and like for that one day that it takes me to clear TOA like 90 through 100 or something. You know, I kind of break him out for a TOA hard a little bit, but I really don't need him. Really don't really need him for TOA. Might be able to just leave him ruined for Rift.
I don't mind running a team like this, but the Fedora is no skill ups, and that's I don't like that.
What other candidates do you have?
No, I don't have other cleansers.
Wind Elephant. He's so easy to build, you know? You just like spend $1 million and do a bunch of mystical scrolls or something.
Yeah.
And I don't.
No.
Alright, so no resistance leader. And an HP leader instead. And I'm running Jeremiah. Here we go. Let's rock this. And SSJ has his second cleanser in there to help him out. Some extra heal block. We got a little extra heal block. We got a little extra attack down. Let's try this out.
I miss your monkey though. Your fire monkey.
Yeah, he does a crap ton of damage. But my team still does pretty good damage even without him. Jeremiah don't do too bad. And this will probably be a lot faster because I think we'll get armor break up sooner a whole lot. Try it out.
Could even time these if this looks really good. Like if we could get one of these runs to be like 4 minutes, we're in pretty good shape.
Oh, I think we're there. It's just a matter of if like our regular teams that we're using, it's just a matter of keeping those teams and just powering up runes.
Yeah, I really like the Bello over the Chisun. Because Bella's AI for healing is much smarter than Chisun's. Like, it's a lot smarter. Because you could always use Colleen as the stupid healer.
Yep. That's another thing that helps out a whole lot, is having your one stupid healer and one smart healer. Like, that's why my Praha's in there. One buff healer, one reactive healer. I think more than anything, improving the speed on your team, especially your Kona, helps out on your damage a lot, and improving the speed on like whatever damage units you're using.
What if I'm not using damage units?
Like, I still don't do terrible damage, and it's because Hua and like this whole backline is all really fast. Like plus 109, plus 105, plus 105, plus 105. And then we got the speed leader. They just they end up getting their attacks in instead of being stunned. And Kona being faster helps cleanse more, and getting the stuff off you, you know, helps with the damage a little bit.
I think my next task would be to, like, if I ever get something to replace Basalt, like, that's the only thing I would replace right now. Basalt just feels weird in this R5.
Pretty soon I'll fool around with the wind horse. He's all ready. He just needs I gotta power up a couple of runes.
Ooh, can't wait.
Wait, no heal block. So the cooldown on Fedora's cleanse is like 6 turns right now, Guillermo?
Yeah, 6 turns. But it's just one skill up.
That makes Lisa's a little bit better, doesn't it? Lisa's on 4 turn cooldown after you skill up, and you could also attack with your attack break units.
I could play around with Lisa.
Like, when we first started, we underestimated her pretty hard. But I think she's pretty awesome. And she has a glance hit on first skill, which lands quite often.
Does it seem any safer with an HP leader and without a resistance leader?
I think we all get stunned just the same amount. Like, I don't know. The stunning's pretty frequent. But I think the double cleanses with high resist kind of help.
How does he heal sometimes, even when he has heal block on him? Could somebody explain that to me?
The way I was explained is that
If he does it to your team and your team doesn't apply heal block?
something like that, where if you scroll through each person, they're on different turns. Like, you would see different buffs on each person because, for example, your team is moving much faster than mine. Then you might have your buffs come off earlier than the buffs on my team.
Well, guys, I see him heal all the time. When I see that he has heal block on him, it like bugs me. I'm like, he shouldn't be doing that.
He really shouldn't. Like, I had the same thing.
Who do you have? Who do you have, Guillermo, that you could use besides Fedora?
No one. Actually, no one. Do you mean for the cleanse? I don't have another cleanser. In its place, I use either Jamire or Basalt.
Fedora is really, really good. He's it's tough without like the skill ups because he doesn't have as much effect rate on his debuffs.
Yeah.
And his cleanse is rare enough as it is. It's like me trying to use like all those times that I try to bring Emma into the raid without skill ups. It's just like it's so painful. She like never does her heal.
I feel like your Emma is just like really dumb.
That too.
Like I watched it, I was like, heal, heal. Why are you attacking?
It seems like she when her heal's up, sometimes she still doesn't use it. Really, really weird. Oh, you died.
Yeah, attack buff was in place. Was not in place
Oh no, I saw attack buff on mine.
for a long time.
Yeah, we were doing better when you weren't using Fedora. I don't think he's ready for prime time, man.
Yeah, I don't think either.
Not so sure. Let's do a couple of runs with like the more serious type teams. Like and do something without Fedora, SSJ.
Okay.
Like go back to your Jeremiah stuff.
Okay.
And I'm still alive. Rest in pieces.
I still think my best team is with the Fire Monkey just because of the contribution.
No, yeah, the Fire Monkey I think is just on the god tier, like best stat is, you know, just if you have one, it should be there. Like I would put like Kona and Colleen as core. Like I don't see why everyone shouldn't have one of those. And then you would have like your god tier list of just monsters that do so much work that they increase your contribution, whether it be debuffs or damage, by a significant amount. And I think the Fire Monkey and the Desert Queens do that. I might even put Sierra there too. Like she's got a speed lead. The bombs do a lot of damage. Like I think those mons just change your raid strategy quite a bit. Both the wind and the fire monkeys are excellent for raids. And if you happen to have like one of those light dark ones, that's even better.
They should change this where we could actually see the damage numbers on monsters.
Like the actual contribution of each monster
Yeah.
to damage.
Yeah, barbed wings. The monkeys are just the wind and the fire monkey are just crazy for Rift. The fire monkey more so than the wind monkey, but the wind monkey's useful too because of the attack bar like reduction thing. Like I think if I had this guy, I would find a way to use him. But the fire monkey is on god tier in terms of like effective contribution to Rift, especially if you rune him like violent revenge for the backline, or if you rune him as a tank as like triple revenge for the front line. Because he can't get stunned and he gets a lot of revenge procs, and when he gets all the revenge procs, his damage contribution is just insane. He doesn't have to be fast to do a lot of damage. Where like a lot of monsters in Rift, like the slower you are, the less effective you're going to be at staying alive, and the less damage you're going to do. It's all about speed, really. You know, like the faster your monsters are, as long as they stay alive, it's like that's really, really important. And except for if you have a fire monkey, then he can be really slow and do crazy damage because he rarely gets stunned. I wouldn't complain about two Alicias. You could do a lot of fun stuff with two Alicias. This guy asked, what about Bella Fedora front and Colleen, Michelle, Hua, Sarah lead? Just use Kona instead of Michelle. That seems like a really good team, dude, as long as Bella was really, really like tanky enough to survive. Because a lot of people need speed leaders for Rift. As long as you made Bella and Fedora tanky enough to survive the front, and you made Sarah tanky enough to survive in the back. A lot of people with Sarah's have a rune for like arena and stuff, and she won't have enough hit points to really stay alive in the back line. Now, Michelle Revive is not going to be good for Rift, because she's gonna revive, and then they're not going to have any hit points, and they're just going to die again really fast.
I think we're in good shape for this one.
I don't know.
I think eventually I might try to replace Basalt to move Bella to the front line once I switch up a little bit of the runes and beef him up a bit. And then that way I could bring a damage dealer.
There you go.
I think that's going to be my plan.
I think what helps more than anything, and that I've noticed, is 2 Huas. Okay? Because, like, when Tricky's up in here, it's just like the place is on auto farm. As long as his Hua stays alive. And my Hua generally always stays alive, but if his Hua also stays alive, then it's like it pretty much gets like auto farmed. I think there's some mechanic that we're just not seeing, or that I don't quite understand yet, where the attack bar reduction on the different teams helps the debuffs stay on, and slow is really undervalued. Slow is like really undervalued, and there's just a big difference between having 1 Hua in your raid group and then having 2 Huas in your raid group.
Oh, sweet. I think I know my plan. I'm gonna beef up the Bella, move him to the front, and put the tanky Perna in the back. That way I have the damage. I'll have more heals per turn. And he does damage proportional to the boss's current HP, so he'll do some work.
Perna isn't gonna do damage though unless he's fast. Like you're gonna have to build like a plus 100 speed Perna or something.
I can do that. You want me to build a plus 100 speed Perna? No problem.
I think you could even probably get by without him having a million hit points. You know, like you might actually allow him to die every now and then. You know?
Yeah. 20k HP.
Yeah, you might even get by a little lower. It depends. You'd have to look at your team and see if like your Bella is wasting heals, keeping your Perna up too much, and then those heals cause your team to die. That's why I had to adjust the hit points on my Hua. I had to improve the hit points on my Hua, because like my intelligent healers, like my Praha and stuff, like Hua's hit points were lower than everybody else's, and she would get below a certain percentage, and then Praha would like use a heal to save her, and then like later on when the team needed to heal, it was Praha's heal was on cooldown. Yeah, I think Perna would do damage, but just like any of the damage units here, they're not going to do damage unless they're really fast. That or they're a fire monkey.
Sure, I think I have an idea on how to get a really fast Perna going. I even have a pretty awesome rune. I have a rage, no, not a rage, I have a revenge rune speed, slot 2 speed, with 24% attack, percent sub, and 11% HP.
You could just forego defense and do all like attack, crit rate, crit damage, lots of speed and stuff, and I think that'd work out really well, because it'd give you extra sustained healing, and he would actually like do more damage. I like that idea, Dark. Get rid of this useless basalt that just kind of sits there and gets hit on, because he's too slow for anything, and like maybe tank out Bella as an intelligent healer in the front.
Yep.
You have to have some really great runes for him to hold it down up there.
I do. They're just all over the place right now.
And then move Perna in the back line, and then just make sure Perna is like really fast so that he can actually do damage without getting stunned, and just slowly improve the speed subs on some of these monsters, and then your contribution percentage is going to go way up. I like that idea a lot. Because your team would still bring all the great attack down debuffs and stuff, but the clear would go faster.
Yep. And I would be able to sustain myself pretty well too, because Perna's 10% heal off of the passive.
I like that idea a lot. Let's roll with it.
I might even say screw the revenge and just put an endure set on.
Yeah. As long as it's got like the stats that you want.
Yeah.
He'll get extra hits in if he resists a stun every now and then.
I think that's the plan. I'll say I should be able to do that the next couple of days.
Well, I will help you play around with that and test it out. Anytime.
I might have to replace the Bella's Revenge runes with the guard set if I want to run in the front line. My second Perna doesn't have full skill up to close though, so I could still use it.
What's your first Perna runed as? You use them for like clearing dungeons or something?
My first Perna is used in Arena and Guild Wars. So my recent Guild Wars team has been Lisa, Kona, Perna, and I use Lisa to remove a buff, and then I use Kona to give attack buff onto Perna and research, and Perna hits whoever I just removed the buff from, and it usually one-shots anything. It's, let's see, without Death Break, with just an attack buff, I get hit for about 30k. With Perna's second skill.
I think this went better.
Oh yeah, I like Fedora in there. Like I like the setups that you were doing. I just don't think that Fedora is ready.
Yeah.
Without the you're better off like building a you know, like a 6-star wind elephant or something, you know? Oh, I need more energy. It's still kind of close, though. Like, I
think the issue is the timing after the third jump. If the buff is applied, nobody is gonna die. But if we take like 5 seconds without the buff, the dragon is gonna kill me.
Wipe sores. I could try to replace like maybe a Wahi with the triple revenge Mao or something. That's one of my future plans, I think. Network connection delayed. Please try again. Oh, did the fight start for you guys?
Yes.
Or did it? It did?
Yes.
Okay. Well, y'all let me know how it goes. I'm gonna do some dragons and talk to the people.
All right.
Yeah, I really like that idea, Dark, of not using basalt.
If you want, we could always screen share. From my point of view.
You want to turn it on?
Yeah. Hold on.
Sure.
Let's take a look. Call, share screens, start. Alright, do you see that?
It's loading up. No. The only problem is like I gotta like getting the sizing.
I could always reduce it if you want.
No, it'll just have to be like the bottom of it, and the world will have to be happy with it. But yeah, man, my contribution's too high, guys. It's like, I think we could clear them a whole lot. The more powerful our teams got as a collective.
Actually, I think I've been taking a look at some of the runes I have through my alt account, and I might even be able to do this sometime tonight to get that perna in the back line. The way I see it, I have the runes for it. I have some really insane runes for perna.
So, if I did arena scavenger hunt, one of these streams, whenever I'm back from Hawaii, would you guys want to participate? Like, the plan is, if I would invite anybody who wanted to participate in a contest, and we would pick out a day, pick out a time, and there would be a prize. Okay, I'd get like a Google Play gift card or something, and the objective would be we all hang out on Skype. Everybody needs to have their devices mirrored to their computer so that they could turn on the Skype screen share at will, right? And then I could just like fire this up, like right what we're doing right now, right? And then the objective is we have to find me, or maybe find each other in arena. And then when we find each other, you turn on the screen share and we put it on the stream, and then you try to like you try to beat my arena defense, and like the first person to find me and beat me wins the prize or something like that. And then we can put your attempts to fight the defense on the YouTube for the peoples. That's my idea, and hopefully other people won't steal it just because I mentioned it on the stream, but won't be able to do it for a couple of weeks. You watch like 3 days from now, we're gonna see like some other YouTube channel, and they're like doing the same exact thing. Oh. And I would invite anybody that wanted to participate in the open participation. We wouldn't do just guildmates. It could be like whoever wants to come. But you'd have to meet those requirements. You'd have to be a good Skype buddy. Like, you couldn't cuss on the stream and stuff, right? Because we're you could cuss a little bit. I don't care about the cussing, but don't do stupid stuff like bring penis pictures to the stream or anything like that. And you got to be able to mirror your device to your computer. So if you find me, you got to prove to the world that you're fighting my defense in order to get the prize. I just got to come up with some cool idea for some prizes. Maybe I can ask for donations for the prize, and then like I'll just take the donations and get like Google Play gift cards or something. Your team died.
Ah.
So did mine.
See, like 5 seconds without the attack debuff.
Hey, you want to give me like 5-10 minutes to get this thing? I already got it, everything set up. I wrote everything down that I need to do.
Sure. I'm all for doing that. And I can find some fun stuff to do for a little bit. So I had some people that requested that requested some questions. Like they had some questions, and I was thinking about maybe visiting their monster boxes. So did you want to make rune adjustments? Is that what you wanted to play around with, Dark?
Yeah, I already had a rune adjustment to get the bell into the front line.
Well, I would be more than excited to continue to fool around with that. Let me see if anybody wants to get visited today. And maybe we can take a little detour and hang out with some of the people on the stream and visit some monster boxes. And then maybe pick back up and I might goof around with a couple of randoms. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Let's, as a collective group on the stream, let's do the thing that we do on the daily and pick out a channel of the day for anybody that's still like hanging out in the stream. And let's do, let's go to some random channel where people don't bother us. We're gonna go to channel 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's gonna be the channel that we're hanging out on for time to talk shop. And we'll take a little transition into talking shop time. So I am now in channel 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm on, we'll start out on the global server. Okay? Look, Canchita's already in channel 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty cool. Hi Canchita. Were you just in the random channel? Did I pick a bad channel for today? Blackie. Yeah, let's go visit Blackie on the global server. Okay, Blackie, hang out for like another 15 or 20 minutes. I would love to visit you. I got a I'll pop on the Cedrico Fiesto account. Yes, I would love to visit you, Blackie. But let's do a couple people on global. I had some questions from some people on global. Okay, like I even had like a person or two message me in line. Hey, it's y'all want to see Blackie Bear's account on? He's got Leo on his global server. I don't know if y'all caught up with Blackie Bear's channel, but Blackie got Leo on his new global server account that he's messing around with. And look at him leveling monsters like a pro. You got your Kona, Blackie. You got your Kona and you got your Shannon. It's over with. It's over with. Oh, you still haven't got your Bernard. Looks like you still got some more Tamor farming to go before you get your Bernard. But that's pro. That's how you do a newbie account right there. You get your Kona. He got Mav. He got Shannon. And he's probably farming the crap out of Tamor Desert to get his Bernard right now. Yeah, Blackie. In about 30 or 40 minutes, I'll pop over to Euro server. Cause yeah, I don't know. I'd be interested about visiting your box and maybe talking about possible arena defense options. Okay, so for anybody that's got a specific question. Here's the way that we'll do this. You got to type to me in the channel 1234, okay, and make a very specific request, and give me something to have fun visiting you and talking about. You know, like I'm having problem with this dungeon run. Here's my question, or okay. And we'll have to restart Summoner's War. Or I'm interested in what my best options would be for arena defense. Or I'm working on building a Rift team. Which monsters should I focus on or put Devilmon in? Something specific. And I'm gonna pop back in 1234 here in just a moment. And if I see something that looks interesting and specific, we will visit you. Okay, so we're going back in 1, 2, 3, 4, and so the chat's all refreshed. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Whoever's got a fun, specific question, feel free to bring it. And if you're gonna troll in this channel. WB too big. Hey, I'm having a hard time with my R4 team. I can't seem to stay alive. Maybe what are you using for your R4 team? WB. That's what I'm curious about. We're gonna visit WB because he's got like a really good specific question. I like this. Maybe type to me in the stream chat and tell me which team you are using. Oh, dude, you have Velajewel. That's crazy. And you got Verad, that's pretty cool. Shasun, Eladriel, Brienne, Vera, Colleen, and Bella. You need to build Kona. You need to build Kona, and you need to fix Velajewel to where he can tank on the front line. That's all you need to do, man. Velajewel and Kona are just so OP in Rift, and I would do like your Rift staples would be your Velajewel, your Colleen, your Kona. How's your Delphoy looking? Nah, I don't use Delphoy. Your Rift staples would probably end up being like your Colleen, your Kona, your Velajewel. You could keep using your Bella, but he's backline material. He's not frontline material. Or you could use your Chisoon, but she's backline material. She's not tanky enough for frontline. She doesn't have enough hit points in defense. You really don't want to put stuff in the front line unless they have 100,000 defense. You keep using your Brienne, and then just think about leader skill candidates. Like, you just put Verad or Veramos in the back to have a leader skill for people. Or you could put Tessarian in the back to bring resistance for your leader skill. Dude, if you fix him, okay, and you give him, like, you put actually runes on him that aren't this junk, like crit damage, and you give him 20,000 hit points and 1,400 defense, and then you build up Kona, and you make your Kona like you see everybody else's Kona, with some speed, between him and Kona, your whole team is going to be cleansed 24/7. They're going to have attack bar increase. Him and your Brienne could hold down your front line, and then you could use like for your back line. You're always going to have your Colleen and your Kona in your back line, and then you could just screw around with your back line, right? Like, do you need to bring resistance for your group? Throw him in the back line. Does your group need a HP leader? Throw like him in your back line, or Varad. And then that's GG. Like, you know, you can keep using your Brienne. Just you need to put more defense on him. So let's get specific. First thing to do, build the fast Kona. Second thing to do, fix him. Because this is like, he's too good of a Rift tank. He's way too awesome to not use him as a Rift tank. If I had him, I would be soloing Rift 5. He is that freaking amazing. Fix him for Rift. Put him in the front. With your Brienne, with some additional defense, okay? Put a defense rune on Brienne. And then in your back line, use your Colleen and your Kona, and then mix in what your team needs, right? Do you need a resistance leader? Do you need an HP leader? Do you want to bring a monster that can slow? And at some point, do you want to like work on a monster that can bring slow? Maybe your team needs a speed leader, and you just throw in your Tyrone in the back. It doesn't matter. Like, that's your team. That's your team right there. Belajul, Brienne in the front. Kona, Colleen in the back, and then whatever speed leader your group needs, and then whatever extra backup heal you need. And like, that's you're so GG, it's not even funny. Kona's so easy to build. All you gotta do is just pop unknown scrolls, refresh the shop. You can make him 6-star and just a couple of XP boosters. He's so easy to build. If you do that, you're going to be farming Rift 5. Not Rift 4. You're going to be farming Rift 5. But, again, he needs hit points and defense, not this crit damage junk. More speed, the better. He needs defense. He's dead with this little defense. And then build your Kona. Your Colleen looks fine. Yeah, and you're good to go. Man, I'm jelly. I want Belajul for a raid in a bad way. Too big.
Is 223 too fast on Perna?
I don't think anything's too fast. 223?
Yeah, I might have to drop that a little bit.
Oh.
For a little more damage.
Okay. That was a fun one, Too Big. I really like that. I really want your Belajul in a really bad way. Okay, so this is a name I haven't heard of before. Kage 316 or Cage 316, however you want to say that. Rune removal's coming up. What do you want to do on AD and Rift? And here's what I'm going to do, Kage or Cage. I don't know if... Okay, it's got to be Kage because it's like... It looks cultural of sorts. I'm just going to be like, okay, if I were you, here's what I would do. Alright? So, let me take a look really quick here. You got Sierra, that's amazing. You got Triton, that's amazing. Oh, he's ruined great too.
I only have 30% crit rate on the Perna. You think that's alright?
No. Are you using crit damage or are you just using attack?
It's speed, crit damage, and HP.
No. Don't do crit damage unless you can get your crit rate like 70. Just do attack or something. If you just take off the crit damage rune and put an attack rune or something, if you need to, that'll do like crap tons more damage. That's going to be an epic fail of runing if you do crit damage with like 40 crit rate. You're you're probably Kage. You're probably really gonna want to use Sarah in or Sierra rather in raids. Okay, because she's a 24% speed leader, and the bombs can do some pretty amazing damage to the boss. But she's not gonna survive like this. She's gonna be dying in Rift 4 like this. But you also want her to where you can use her in like possibly AD setups, because so many people have hard times with Sierra. They just like, because the world in general fails at being smart, and Sierra tricks people and blows them up. So she's also cruise control for like arena defense success. What I would do is I would fix her to where she's got 20,000 hit points on some sort of a will set. Okay, whatever you got that's willed, so that you can use her on AD, but also with 20,000 hit points that has like attack and crit rate, right? And she doesn't really need to be violent, you know? You can do like will focus blade or something, and just try to get like 20,000 hit points, a will offset, good crit rate, good attack, maybe a little bit of accuracy. Because you're probably going to be wanting to put her in the back line for Rift. And then put a will offset on Chloe. And for your defense, use Triton, Sierra, Chloe, and probably what most people would do is like you could use either your Bernard, you could use either your Theomaris, because he's on Violent Will too. It's not the bestest defense in the whole wide world, but so many people are going to have problems with you. I do her will. Keep him because he's awesome. Keep Theomaris because he's awesome like that. Put a will offset on Chloe, and just expect to get outsped. And then have your little chain be Triton moves first. He's more than likely going to remove buffs and despair stun people. Theomaris moves next, and he's more than likely going to armor break something or get a violent proc, and then Sierra goes and tries to bomb people, and Chloe is there just to be distracting with the will offset and the ability to put immunity on everybody. And people are going to have a hard time with that, because he's going to get despair stun sometimes, and Chloe's going to put up immunity at the right times, and Sierra might just bomb something, and I don't know. That's a really solid defense. You're gonna get a lot of defense successes, or you could just go like with a more like tanky approach and just do like your Vero, your Triton, your Chisoon, and like some other annoying guy that armor breaks, like Bella. A lot of people would have problems with that too, just because you're gonna be interrupting teams and stuff. As far as the Rift stuff goes, you're probably gonna want to use Sarah in the back. You're gonna want to put Colleen in the back, and you're gonna want to put Kona in the back. Do you have somebody that can bring slow to the table? Not really. What are your candidates for leader skill besides Sierra? None. So for your Rift team, you just have to set yourself on being the dude that's going to use a speed leader, and that's why it's so important to sacrifice some stats on her and get her 20 1,000 hit points so that she can be in the back and survive and still contribute. Colleen, Kona, Sierra in the back. You're certainly going to want to put Ariel in the front because he's just too good. And probably like your Briand in the front, or let's see, what's your Delphoy's all skilled up. What I would make my Rift staples be is Ariel, Colleen, Delphoy, Kona, and Sierra. And then your sixth one you could just play around with. Like maybe put Briand up in the front too with some extra defense. Or maybe put Chisoon in there if you feel like you want a few more heals. In game though, you probably want to shoot for some sort of like slow monster like a Hua or something that you can slot in the back. I think Ariel and Colleen in game should have more than enough heals to keep everybody alive, as long as like you have yeah, and Delphoy are going to be plenty enough to keep everybody alive. So let's see. Delphoy probably like front or back, depending on how you build her and what runes you have. Ariel in the front. Colleen. Sierra. Kona in the back. And then you could use your Briand in the front. You could throw your Chisoon in the front or the back. That's the important thing, though. Bar none, is Sierra is just too good to not use on arena defense and as a Rift leader. And you're only going to be able to do that if you get 20,000 hit points on her in a will offset. So I'd shoot with whatever will, 20,000 hit points, some decent attack, and some crit rate, so she can be just your all-star for AD options and backline for Rift. And GG on this guy, man. You got him built like perfectly.
I decided to go with a crit rate rune for the Perna.
Ooh!
Alright, so I got a plus 100 speed on it, and almost 26k HP, and it's got 1,400 attack. So we could try this out.
Cool. Let me visit like let me see if anybody wants to hang out on like Global or Asia really quick, and then we'll go back to rifting. Guillermo, are you still up for doing some rifting here in like maybe 40 minutes or 30 minutes?
Sure,
Cool.
no problem.
I also just ruined up my nano.
Just to play around with him? How did you ruin him?
I ruined him will, violent, attack, crit, damage, attack. He's got right now 1.8k attack with 68% crit rate and 165% crit damage. And he's a crit rate leader.
I would definitely be up for playing around with him. This guy asked, does he have the monsters to face the dragon? Or should he do the towers? And the answer to that would be yes, you have the monsters to face the dragon. You have the team that I use to face the dragon 24/7. Bam, 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 all day. But the problem is that it's going to be a really long time before you have the runes to be able to do that. You need to be powerful to do that. And so you need to be on the lookout for a reviver. Or you need to go rebuild McKean. And you need to probably end up doing like Verd, Baramos, Beladion, Megan, and McKean, and just do left tower, right tower, dragon. Good. You're most definitely gonna want to do that, or like wait for Brienne to pop and build him, or get a light a light mummy or something. Okay, okay. So let me see if I can get on the Cedrico Fiesto account really quick, and let's go. I'm gonna go visit. I'm gonna see if I can visit Global and Asia really quick. See if anybody's got a question on Global or Asia that's currently in the stream. Let's see if I can quit this. Yes. And quit that. And uh-oh. Cedrico Fiesto account is real. Side sync. One moment, just getting it started up here right now. Boom. Okay, so which server are we on right now? We're on Asia. Okay, we'll just start out on Asia. I'm going to go to 1, 2, 3, 4 on Asia. And if anybody is currently in the stream and has a fun question on Asia and wants your monster box featured on the channel, feel free to type to me a specific question, and we'll take a quick stop by your monster box and take a look at what you got and have fun talking about it. If nobody types in probably like a couple of minutes here, we're just gonna head over to Euro. How did you ruin Banana again, Dark?
Violent Will.
Oh, like to play around with an arena and stuff?
Yeah.
What's his hit points like?
It's really, really low. It's 13,500.
But he's on like crit damage or something?
Yeah. He hits hard. I just tested him out, and with attack buff and armor break, I hit for 60k.
Depending on the number of debuffs the target has on them, maybe.
No. The second skill is insane.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. As long as the enemy doesn't have a buff on them, and as long as they have a debuff, you pretty much gain a lot of damage. With the passive attacks, deal 50% increased damage on enemies under harmful effects. Also, attacks will deal 50% increased damage on enemies that do not have any beneficial effects. So you have 2 times the 50%. So you pretty much double your damage just off of using like a galleon.
This guy asked stable Rift 4 team. Your team is looking great for Rift 4, dude. Like I'd put Kona, a naval, Colleen. Oh yeah, man, brilliant. Kona, a naval, Colleen, and Kona, enable Colleen in the back, right? And your Fedora is looking, not Fedora, your Diaz is just looking mean for the front line, dude. Like, I'm loving what you got working on him. He just needs a little more hit points. Like, he really needs, like, plus 16,000 or so. But that's brilliant. And the way you got him ruined, dude. Like, 2 revenge sets. And
this
then
guy said I'm overshooting. I did 32,000 on each hit. Actually, no way.
Put Orion in the back. Okay, so backline Kona, Orion, enable Colleen. Okay, backline Colleen, enable Kona, Orion. And that way Orion can be your leader. You can just be the guy that runs, you can just be the dude that runs defense leader. Okay? And then frontline, use your Diaz. Totally underrated in Raid. Totally underrated, especially considering that you have them all skilled up. And you have 2 fast cleansers. You got your fast Kona and your fast Enable that can both cleanse. And then you just want to start being on the lookout for like a good frontline tank that's just going to be able to absorb lots of damage and maybe like contribute something, right? Let's take a look.
Or whenever you get a chance, just take a quick look at the share screen that I'm showing you right now.
Let me finish this guy and just pause it. I see it down there. I see it. It's not on the stream, but I'll put it up. Hold on just a second. Let me finish this guy and then we'll put it on there. Okay.
Sure.
The thing about it is that I'm looking for another monster that has like 1300 defense and good HPs, and I'm not finding it. Okay. And so what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to come in here and you're gonna need to think to yourself, which one of these dudes am I gonna rune up to where they have 1300 defense and a bunch of HPs, like 25, 30,000, or like 38,000 defense and like 38,000 hit points, like 1100 defense. Okay, that's why probably you're not stable. Okay, this right here. See the stats on this Diaz? That's almost stable. Okay? He just maybe needs like a hair more hit points and boom. That's stable for Rift 5 right there. That's good stats for Rift 5 if he had like maybe plus 16,000 hit points. Okay? So see what you got going on your Diaz right there, the amount of defense and the amount of hit points. You need to set that up on another monster. Okay? And your candidates, remember, and we said the backline was going to be, you're going to run your Orion for defense, you're going to run your Konamiya, you're going to run your Enable, and you're going to run your Colleen. Alright? And then you need to find yourself one more tank. What I would do, to be totally honest with you, okay, if I were you, I know this sounds silly, okay, is I would just tank the crap out of Tessarian. Okay? Just give him like a bunch of defense, a bunch of hit points. His defense is almost there. Like these hit points are pretty good. His defense is that way he could just sit in the front, put armor break on stuff, and depending on the people that you join, you can just switch between like a resistance leader and a defense leader. He does armor break. It helps out a little bit in Raid. The rest of your team is just so pro. Enable and Kona and Colleen and Orion are so pro, and Diaz. That's so many debuffs. You got all the debuffs, except for slow. And you have leveled up 4-star Devilmon. That's awesome. You could do Basalt too. Basalt makes a really great frontline tank because he adds some extra heals. Basalt would probably be your most stable, even though he doesn't contribute damage or anything. He'd be your most stable. But the option of just tanking the crap out of Tessarian, getting him like 1200 defense and 35,000 hit points, is that it's going to let you be able to toggle between defense and resistance leader depending on the people that you group with. And I don't know, I really like that idea. If you just continue to improve the runes on your back line and you keep that Diaz for your front line, you are good to go, my man. That's a stable R4 team, but it's not going to be stable unless you find yourself another tank that has stats similar to that Diaz right there. Okay, so 1 second, and let's see Mananan's damage really quick. Okay, you are live, Dark. and you're which one are you gonna hit?
Oh no. Does it even matter?
Wait, you're doing a rival. You're attacking a.
Well.
Okay. Go for it. That did like 62,000 damage almost. Like 61 and something.
Yep. It was quite a lot of damage.
And the only debuff was armor break.
Yep. These are on leftover runes too. They're leftovers. In arena against actual defenses, it would hit about 40k or so. 45, something like that. But yeah, it's pretty much like not even that great runes. That's how hard he hits on crap.
That's crazy.
Alright.
I like this dude that asked the question on Asia. He says, "Do I need more speed on Diaz?" And yeah, you mean the more speed, the better. But what's gonna improve? What's gonna improve your whole damage as a team is just getting your enable and your Kona as fast as possible. Like, you know, like keep the hit points the same. Don't drop their hit points any, because if you drop their hit points, you're gonna die. But just finding those speed subs and just constantly finding those speed power-ups and just constantly maybe doing a couple of rune reworks, because if you're the faster your cleansers are, the better your group does in raid. I don't know, you earlier I did a riff, I took Bernard and Freya as my tanks in Rift 5, and it was holding it down, because if your cleansers are really fast, then you don't spend time with all the junk on you, and if you don't have the junk on you, then you end up doing really good damage. Really great question, my man. I like that. Okay, so let's go to Hero. And I wonder if we gave Blackie enough time to come back. Connor, that's a good question in the stream. I don't think we're gonna be doing that today. Today is hang out with the people, say our final goodbyes before we gotta go to Hawaii for a couple of weeks and we can't do stream, and then test stuff. Today's objective is test stuff in Rift 5 to show the people real Rift 5 testing. Not like, oh, I'm just going to make a recorded YouTube video and edit stuff out. Not, oh, here's the strategy because I'm hanging out with the most powerful people on the server and I'm cool. But like actual real, showing you the runes and stuff, just real Rift 5 testing with some of my guildmates. And I'm really curious as to how much Dark Ember's contribution might go up if he did indeed make that Bella tanky enough to survive the front and that Perna fast enough to do damage and have sustained heals in the back. Gonna go to 1, 2, 3, 4.
I hope 209 speed is fast enough on Perna.
But Connor, when I come back from Hawaii in a couple of weeks, I think me and some of these guildmates are going to be to the point where it'll be a whole lot easier for us to help people get their light and dark scrolls, and I'm totally up for that. I had a lot of fun with it earlier this week, whenever we did that. Technodrom. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this guy because he asked pretty quick. And he's got a pretty specific question. Necro B10 stable Rift 4. Let's see. I wonder how your naval is. Despair energy. So for your Rift teams, you're certainly going to be using your naval and your Velajul. Um, 6-star Colleen, make her a little faster. Continue to work on her because you're going to use her in Necro too. For stable B4, I would work on Colleen. Change her up to where maybe she's like not despair, like maybe Revenge Nemesis or Violent or something, and go with similar stats so that you can use her in the back line to cleanse and heal people. Maybe he's really cool. He's really good. Just maybe a little more HPs, okay? Because you want him to hang out in the front on Rift, and that's really low HP. So maybe sacrifice a little bit of speed and change him up to where he has about this amount of defense, but maybe plus 10,000 hit points instead, so you can put him on the front line in Rift. Tank her out, okay? Well, you don't have her skilled up. Okay, nix that. How's your Tyrone? He's better. He's skilled up. As a rule of thumb, my man, it's gonna be a while before you get a stable Rift 4 team because your runes. It's gonna take a while before you get your runes up there. But long term, I would think about building. I would think about finishing Colleen, building a Kona, and using Belajul, Kona, a Naval, Colleen, and then pick out one other tank candidate. And to be completely honest with you, I am more partial to you tanking out one of these monsters that you have finished, right? That way you don't use a lot of resources, like maybe throw your copper in the front and just maybe improve his HPs a little bit. Or maybe just switch out like a rune to get defense on like Darien or Jultan or Chasoon or something, so that you can use a monster in the front. Because you need one other monster in the front besides Velajul that's going to have like 25,000 hit points and 1,200 defense or thereabouts. And then just slot whatever in the back your team needs as a leader skill. Like you could throw your Tyrone back there and do speed for people, or you could throw your Veramos in the back and do HPs for people. I wouldn't mess around with. I wouldn't make any plans to mess around with Diaz or Lynette, because they're going to be so hard to skill up. You know, candidates to help you out on the front line tank with Velajul would be like Copper or Ramagos. Believe it or not, Ramagos can contribute to raid, you know, if done the right way as a front line tank. To just absorb damage, reduce attack bar. You could just put a bunch of revenge sets on him. He would do really good. As far as Necro team goes, you're still a ways off, okay? Your focus is Giants and Dragons for a while, but long term, you might think about like a water team with well, no, this could be difficult. What do you have as possible leader skill candidates? I don't know. For Necro, I'd think long term like a water team because you already have Soha. She's built. She's got runes that wouldn't be too bad in Necro, and you got Julie. She's built and she's got skill ups. I just don't see how you could not use her for Necro. The thing about it is that you need to find. You could possibly use your Naval in there, and then put your Bella, and then one more like water multi-hitter type monster. Like maybe build a water fairy, right? Because it's so easy to build a water fairy. If I'm you, I'm making a water Necro team with Soha, Julie, Bella, a Naval, because she's gonna have great runes because you're using her for Rift and stuff anyway, and then like a water fairy or something. Because that's certainly obtainable, and your Devilmon, you certainly want to Devilmon her. That way you don't have to bother yourself with like building these fire guys. Your other option would be a fire team, but you don't have a good leader skill for a fire team. You have to find like you have to pop a crit rate leader or something, like you need to pop a Juno or something like that. But I like the idea of maybe just building a 6-star fairy because they're so easy to skilled up and build, and just running Soha, Julie, your Naval because your Naval is going to be good, your Bella because your Bella is going to be good, and then just, I mean, you can't go wrong with free monsters that are easy to skill up that can allow you to get really awesome dungeon stuff. But I wouldn't mess around with these Magic Knights or Diaz or anybody anytime soon, because it's going to be ages before you can skill them up. Hey, Ian typed in the 1, 2, 3, 4 on Euro. When you're at a lower stage of progression, Techno, a lot of times you have to think to yourself like, what's going to require the less resources, and it's really beneficial just to think, well, hey, I got some water monsters that could go good for a specific team. It's easy to build. It's easy to take like a natural 2-star and build them up, skill them up, stick some runes on them, and get like super great effectiveness out of them. It doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't take a lot of resources. But building those really good Nat 4 monsters, and they're just not good without skill ups, and it's going to be tough to skill up some of those other monsters. Ha ha ha. Frodo Schwaggins. I like that name. I want to visit Frodo really quick because I like his name. Your question isn't very. Your question's specific enough, I guess. You want to do a defense that'll hold G1. You have Vanessa. You have Chisoon. How's your Vanessa looking? She got Devilmon? All you gotta do, my man, is put will runes on Theomars. and run him with Vanessa, Veligul, and Chisun. And that'd be your defense for like ages. That could serve you so well. But you need will runes on people. You need will runes on Theomaris. And you need will runes on Chisun. Vanessa you can get by without doing will runes. And then you make Veligul probably be the fastest. Followed by Chisun next in speed order. Followed by Vanessa next in speed order. And then you can make him be the slowest, which, you know, kind of like the runes that you have here. And then, as long as he's on will, and as long as he's on will, and as long as she's on will, people aren't gonna be able to speed clear you so much before your team survives. He does his little buff. Vanessa or Theomaris armor break something, and then between these three and maybe a Chisun violent proc, like you end up getting kills. And yeah, I mean, that's a brilliant defense. You just use Vanessa in the lead, Veligul, Chisun, Theomaris. Make sure Veligul is the fastest, but he doesn't have to be fast. He doesn't, you don't need to make a speed Veligul. He just needs to be the fastest out of your team, and you're going to be doing really great because your little chain's going to go off where he buffs, she armor breaks, and he nukes, and stuff's going to die. And then you're going to have a little bit of sustain action going on with the Theo Endure and the Chisun. But the problem is that when you incorporate those will runes, that's when you're going to see your rank improve in the arena. And until you incorporate those will runes, especially on Theo and Chisun, your rank won't make it there. If I were you, I might even like just, if you come across some will runes and they're not like the best raw stats, find a way to work them in on those guys, just to use them as your AD. That's a great AO too. You could go up against a lot of teams with that sort of setup on AO. It's got a real nice chain just to be able to kill people. Blackie, talk to me, dude. AD ideas, huh? I'm curious as to what Scatfetus told you about his AD ideas. What was his answer? Spend $5 million on the game and just put all the best AD monsters in the game on AD together with the best runes in the game. Well, Blackie, you need to summon a Camilla, and you need to summon a Praha, and you need to summon a Zyros, and put them all on defense, and I like how fast Orion is. That's pretty cool. It is his hit points are kind of low. And you've got him as a nuker. How's your Brienne? Does your Brienne have skill ups? I'm a big fan of sustain teams that like the way most of my defenses that I put up work is I design my defense to maybe pull off a win every now and then if somebody tries to nuke me. Like, be able to pull off an RNG win if somebody tries to nuke me. And then some sort of sustain mechanic in place where I can pull off a long-term win if somebody tries to take, like, a sustain team against me. Like, my sustain is way better than their sustain. And what's been a big successful contribution to that whole theory for me has been, like, incorporating Bernard in the team. Because between, like, because, like, currently for the past couple of weeks I've been using, like, Veramos, Bernard, Praha, and Eladriel. Because it's just annoying, and sometimes people try to nuke me and they fail, and then a lot of people are just avoiding me because that's a tough team to just fight in the long run. It just takes a while to kill. And I'm a big fan of those defenses because people see you and they're like, well, it's going to take me a real long time to kill that. And if I take a nuke team against it, it might get a little RNG and I might lose. And so I get a lot of people to just avoid me. And I think you kind of have the makings of that in, like, Iona and Vero. Okay? But, like, what other monster is going to contribute to, like, the overall effectiveness on a team like that? Like an Orion or a Bernard, right? They're going to speed up your team and allow you to get kills. Because what happens, Veramos, even with these all hit points, Veramos can get kills. Veramos, you know this, Blackie. Veramos and Iona can get kills on people. I don't know. Like, here's what I'm doing if I'm you, Blackie. I'm fixing him. Okay? Where he's got a will offset and he's fast, but he's got a lot of sustain. Like, he's got hit points and he's got defense. And I'm running him with, like, a will set Iona. Is she on will? No. And more than likely a will set Vero. Because you're not going to outspeed people, right? Because people are going to outspeed you, so you absolutely need the will runes. And then, like, some other monster that's going to compromise RNG stuff and make people avoid attacking you. Like Aquila comes to mind, or Will Rune Brienne comes to mind. But both these guys, they don't seem like they're quite ready. I don't know, Blackie, if I'm you, I'm going with, like, I'm putting will offset on Vero and Iona, and I'm throwing them with, like, a tankier will offset Orion, and then I'm putting it in there with them Aquila, also on Despair will. You're gonna have sustain with Iona. You're gonna have lots of kill potential. You're gonna have interrupt potential. A lot of people are gonna see the Aquila Orion combo and they're gonna avoid you. And the only way they're gonna speed clear you is by outspeeding you and, like, double lutioning you. And I think like Iona and Aquila and Vero with the Vero leader skill, you're gonna have enough hit points to survive a lot of people's double lutions, or the people that will have enough double lutions to actually get the jump on you and kill you are going to be really rare. So you just put up with, like, maybe your server's best people being able to speed clear you. But the problem is you something like that's never going to work unless you do will runes across the board. But that's my favorite pick. Okay, like, if it's me, Violent Will with more hit points, not so much the speed. Okay? Despair Will with more hit points, not so much the speed. You really don't need accuracy. They don't need accuracy at all. Violent will or whatever will, and then violent will. And the only people that are going to be able to speed clear you are the people that have Bernards faster than your Orion, and enough Lucian power, like good enough runes on double Lucians to be able to blow up your entire team. And even then, it's going to be like those guys are going to be really rare. Everybody else is going to have problems because he's going to interrupt people. And remove buffs and stun people. He's going to remove buffs and stun people, followed by Veramos coming in there and stunning people, and Iona's just going to sit there and be annoying. And you will put armor break on people, and Iona and Veramos with Aquila buffs will get gibs and kills on people. The only problem is he might need he might need skill ups. Other options would be you can just go with like I'm gonna RNG kill you type teams. But those are gonna be tough without a really good arena speed leader. And I don't see, like, your only candidate is Jermeyer, and he's not like, it'd be cool if you had like a Tyrone or a Vanessa or something, because then you'd have some options to do like Orion, Bernard, Theo, and a arena speed leader. There's a lot of people on Global that do that. Orion, Bernard, Theo, and like Tyrone or Vanessa. They throw in speed leaders. And both their Orion and their Bernard are both really fast like this. And if they get the jump on you, they start off a big chain, and it's tough to recover. It's a really great team, but you might try that out. Like, you might just fool around with putting your Jermeyer in the lead and doing, like, Bernard, Orion, and Theo. That's going to get lots of kills. Because anybody that doesn't outspeed your Orion, you're pretty much going to move first, because your Orion or your Bernard are always going to get the jump on their team. And then it'll start that really nasty chain of them getting armor broken and your Theo nuking them and stuff. I wouldn't mess around. I wouldn't mess around with anything else. Possibly you could use your Tiana in place of Aquila on that first arena defense option that we talked about. You know, like Will Rune, Orion with Will Rune, and then you could possibly put Tiana in there instead of Aquila, because she will scare people, and people will think like, oh no, I'm not going to attack you because your Tiana might remove all of my buffs on my team, on my nuke team that's trying to kill you. And she wouldn't even be bad, because she could protect you against Lucians to some degree too, because she's adding extra shield buffer to your team. So you also might think about that setup, but it's not going to work unless you fix him to where he has hit points and he's sustainable. So at the end of the day, I think, like, if I'm Blackie Bear on Euro server, my best defensive options are going to be putting a will offset on her, putting a will offset on him, using them with a fast, violent, but tanky Orion, and then either like Aquila or Tiana. Aquila preferred if you can get the Despair runes there and like enough speed, but Tiana could also work too. Because your objective is just to scare people away, them thinking like, okay, there's a chance he could remove my buffs while I'm trying to nuke him. And she's got the runes for that already. Honestly, I think that would do really well, because people are going to see you. They're going to be like, okay, he has a chance to, remove the buffs from my nuke team. if I outspeed him, his Tiana is still going to be really fast, and she might jump in between my dudes. Like, I'm really loving that. Like, I really like that idea. Vero, Iona, like Tiana, and your tanky Orion. But it's not going to work unless he's got some really boss runes with a will offset. And Iona and Veramos got a will offset too. And then what'll likely end up happening is if somebody does try to devolution you and they're not like absolutely like the best ultra pro, they don't have like they're not like Burke 420, they don't have the greatest runes in the world. Like Orion or possibly Veramos might die, or both of them. And then what'll happen is Iona will end up rezzing one of them and you'll still recover and beat their team. Just because Iona, a rezzed up Veramos, or a rezzed up Orion, and like Tiana are going to be plenty enough to kill, like, you know, Bernard making devolution. Cool stuff, Blackie. You also have that option where, like, if you got a good speed leader, you know, you could just do, like, the Orion, the crazy fast Orion Bernard thing. That messes people up. I lose to teams like that sometimes, too. Because they outspeed me, and I know they're going to outspeed me, and sometimes the RNG just gets me. Those guys are, like, all over my list. That was fun to visit one of my YouTube homies that I've been watching for, like, forever and ever and ever. Okay, cool. So, I want to... Yeah, but it's not gonna work, Blackie, unless you get will runes across the board, bro. It's not gonna work. But if you had will runes across the board, man, that'd be pretty sick. I want to maybe see if my guildmates still want to do Rift stuff, and maybe we go back to more Ferocni account action. So my apologies for the black screen really quick. I'm going to switch devices.
I'm ready to do some testing. Your list.
I just want to see the difference between your contribution with this Perna.
Well, it doesn't do that much damage, but it's sufficient enough. I think the biggest thing is that it's really fast and it's going to heal the team quite a bit, and it's not like it's slightly. I think when I tested it out on armor break and attack buff, it gets like 12, 13k on the second skill. But it's got 210 speed, so. It's making enough to survive, and I really want to see how the contribution changes. Trick asking about R5s.
I'd be up with hanging out with whoever wants to. Tricky or Guillermo or... I think Guillermo's ready. He's going to be on.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, let's just go back with the same teams. This way Guillermo can watch his team in Rift 5 and you know, learn stuff for like the changes he wants to make. I think what ultimately I'm going to end up doing is probably maybe getting Mao set up to where he could replace like Wahi if we need extra revenge attack break on on like Rift 5 stage. So I'm gonna make Rift of Worlds level 5 private, and I'm gonna invite for right now we're gonna do SSJ and Dark, because I want to see this Perna work in Rift.
Yeah, let's make sure I put the card burner on this time.
Greetings, stream first timer. Nice to have you.
I think the bell is tanky enough to survive.
I'm gonna watch your Perna for a little bit. Dude, you're rocking like 24% contribution so far.
I had this looking a little nicer, but we'll see. It's definitely looking nicer.
I think what's going to be the key if like you want to 100% farm Rift 5 without ever failing, I think a lot of it's going to be like overall rune strength, and then maybe 2 or all 3 people having these monsters similar to yours, Dark, that do attack break on their first skill, and have them set up as revenge. Right? Because how many times have we seen where we can have some crazy consistent runs every single time that attack break lands when he comes down the 3rd time?
Yeah, if that attack break lands immediately, it's over. I don't think we lose after we land that attack break on the last jump. Contribution's higher, but I don't think I could beat out the monkey keys.
Hey Foro, what do you think about Wadam, Escher, Jubel, Chloe? Something like that would work for you if you had will runes on people. The problem is that if you don't have will runes, then people are just gonna bring the slowest bar booster in the world and go before your Chloe and either Lucian you or armor break you, and Wadam doesn't do much when the whole team dies at the same time. But yeah, that's a good defense as long as you could set it up to where people had will runes and people could just blow you up really fast. I wouldn't do I wouldn't worry about Chisoon to be extra annoying. Oh, your Perna got oblivioned and died.
Yeah, my guys got stunned up at the last moment. So all my guys are really low on health.
Well, you put attack break on the boss,
Yeah,
and
but like,
I think you put 2-turn attack break on the boss. We might be able to just pull this off.
that was just poor timing. Like, really poor timing for the jump too.
Yeah, but the attack break, you landed the attack break.
On
And
revenge.
like, how many times have we seen, if we can get that attack break on him at the end, we can win. It doesn't even matter if one person dies. Let's see.
Yeah, I want to run this again, like, without that happening. Because I was holding pretty decent contribution.
Oh, Fedora missed his attack break. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's gonna fall off! Uh-oh, Guillermo, I need you to land attack break! 2 turns!
I have three monsters left.
You got 3 monsters! Oh no, he doesn't have attack break! Oh no!
You guys don't land attack break.
Oh! You got more than 3 monsters, you were lying. Okay, no, you weren't lying. You got 3 monsters. Oh. Yeah, it's all about that attack break after the 3rd jump. Like, and I'm thinking like maybe just putting, you know, utilizing the revenge Colleen or like the revenge Mao.
I want to try something.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's gonna be no damage from my part.
I want to see how you have her ruined after we start this. And then somebody asked about the Hua runes. I'll show that too.
I think you had yours on violent revenge, right? Like ours are run very different from each other.
Ugh. She's too good. She's too good for Rift 5, man. The best at. Just because of the natural stats on her and the tankiness and the attack break on the first skill.
That second skill is legit too.
Alright, let's check out these Perna runes. Yeah, that's good. That's a good high. I like that Perna. Violent Revenge with like 23,000 hit points and 209 speed and 84 crit rate and 87 crit damage. The thing that I don't know about Dark is I think maybe Bella might need like I don't know. Do you think he could use like more hit points instead of that speed rune on 2? I guess you have to look and see. They just the hit points on him look a little low.
I mean, I do have an HP room for that slot, but I don't know.
He certainly adds more the faster that he is. That's for sure. I mean, he's moving a lot faster. That 42 speed make a difference.
with some new rune upgrades, I'll make sure I could get a little tankier. It's just these are kind of just runes I found off of monsters that I don't use very much. You have a backline testnet?
Okay.
SSJ.
His Jeremiah is doing the most damage.
I need to get an accuracy roll on Colleen. Frank keeps dying at the last part.
I don't think it matters as long as the attack break goes on there. Right after this. Your Colleen landed it. Yeah, I mean I think that's what it all boils down to. I think the secret sauce, and I'm kind of glad we're putting this on a stream. I really think, like, no matter what anybody says, okay, the secret sauce to farming the crap out of Rift 5, barring you just being a god type player with like the most outrageous nat 5s in the whole world and the most outrageous runes in the whole world, is having multiple mechanics in place to get that attack break landed just as soon as he comes down from that last jump. Because we've just seen time and time and time again, if that happens, then it's GG. Triple revenge, Mao, here I come. Or maybe I might even fool. I just want to. I think Mao would be. I'll do Mao and Colleen both to be able to try both of them. We've also tested this, and we know that the revenge procs do work after he comes down from a jump. And so when he does jump that third time, it's possible that your monsters that have attack break on the first skill can get a revenge proc and immediately land that attack down debuff, like your Colleens or your Maos and stuff, or your Bastettes, right? Like these revenge can proc that attack down debuff immediately after his third jump, before he has the opportunity to attack. Dubai? You're seriously watching from Dubai? That's pretty cool. I really want to visit Dubai, in a bad way. I think that would just be an awesome place to go to, just to say you visited there before. Hi, I went to the richest country in the entire planet. Perf, are you ready to do R5, bro? Like, did you need your light and dark scroll? You'd have to be able to survive, and add attack down. Now people are just gonna start making up countries. Good evening from Afghanistan. Hi, Serbia. What other monsters besides Drunken Masters and Parpoos and the Desert Queens do attack break on their first skill? Does anybody know? Drunken Masters, Desert Queens, Harpies, or Harpoos, rather. They all do attack break on their first skill. What other monsters do attack break on their first skill? I don't know. Thanks for visiting the stream, Blackie. Keep up the awesome stuff, man. Always watch your YouTube channel. One of these days, I'm gonna go move to the Netherlands. We can hang out and be chums. Salamander. So the light salamander does attack break on his first skill. Let me take a look at that. I'm gonna go. I'll just pop on the Cedrico Fiesto account and look around at this for a second. Light salamander would be really easy to build too. But the base stats, though, base stats aren't hard to do. If I can put Freya in the front line of Rift 5, you could certainly do a light salamander on the front line of Rift 5. Let me scope this dude out.
All the salamanders could put attack break.
How do the skill ups look though? Like do they skill up to like 100% chance?
That I can't tell. I'm on my alt account. I might have one. So.
Oh my God! Light Salamander does look pro. I like that. I like that. Let me take a look. Like, cause he's unstunnable too, man. That's kind of nutty. I wouldn't know about the dark one, Dicamarin. Because the whole damage that scales with HP doesn't really work so great in Rift.
No, this light salamander looks amazing.
But see, here's the question: does anybody have a salamander in their monster box right now and can look and see if it skills up to?
Well, let me quickly summon one.
Somebody go tell me like what the percentage of the light salamander skills up to, dude. He does attack slow, too?
Yeah, he's got attack slow.
He's unstunnable.
Unstunnable.
And he gets extra heals.
I wonder what his base defense is. Maybe we could... Let me look up online.
It's pretty good, but his hit points are just really, really low.
Yeah, but he gets double the recovery amount. Point being, if you have enough defense on him, you could put him in the front line. And
you could put triple revenge on him, and he get revenge procs all day, because he's unstunnable.
Let's take a look. Light. I guess we're farming light SD, huh?
I think I'll do it just because.
Holy crap! He gets 100%. His number one skill is a 310%.
It's a 2-turn too, man. It's 2-turn. It's not like the Drunken Masters is only 1 turn.
It's got a pretty decent ratio too. Let's see, his second is on a 4-turn cooldown. I mean, 2-turn cooldown after max skill. So you could pretty much have attack, break, and attack slow all the time on max skill. And his base defense is 582.
At 6-star?
Yeah, it's 6-star max.
It's doable. You could tank him out to survive. High alarm.
No, I kind of like him. I think I might build one too.
It'd be really easy to not need You got Bastet though. You just need to Devilmon her up.
Well, I'm almost done Devilmoning her, but I think 3 attack breakers is better than 2.
Like all those extra chances to land it. Like we landed attack break here, and there's a chance we'll still pull this off.
Yeah, no, honestly, like the attack break, if you have it on 3 monsters, you're pretty likely to land it. And if I am pretty much the designated guy to land the attack break, then it makes you guys a little more flexible on going for more damage.
Somebody needs to heal the monkey before he dies. There you go. Good job.
I really do like this guy. Wasn't he an award for like arena? Like
Yeah.
a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And we just
Like for
beat him all the time.
low rank arena though.
Yeah. This does look interesting. I could probably go triple revenge on this guy. I guess Sunday we're farming some Salamander SD.
I'll do it. Well, wait. No, yeah. No. Yeah, I'll do it on Sunday. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's a good fatal grindstone. I like that. And you got a defense violent. I like that too. That's pretty good loots. What's up, Jitaro?
I'll grind it on 2 accounts. That way it gives us better chance of unlocking that SD.
Finding that special dungeon would be really easy, because he pops all the time. It's not like you know, like Bella or Amen or something. There's a little more rare. He would be really easy.
Let's see what else we can get.
Yeah, dude. If we all had if like maybe one more of us had like some crazy triple revenge monster that does 2-turn attack break on their first skill, like a lot like you do, it would improve the consistency of being able to land that attack down. I wouldn't mind doing 100% R5s without failing, even if it just took like, you know, even if it took a little longer, because like maybe you didn't bring as much damage. The consistency would be good. Because for some reason it seems to me like in the loot in R5, you don't get flat blue runes as much. And we all know how useless the flat blue runes are. Jitaro, the runes and the towers have a pretty significant impact. They do. So you can't use a face team like similar to what I use as a newer player. it's harder because your runes and stuff have, and your towers have to be there. You would either have to take out like Sigmaris and put in like another cleanser or healer if you wanted to face up, or you would have to bring a reviver and just do left tower, right tower, dragon. That's the way I did it before I got my glory towers and before I got crazy runes. It was left tower, right tower, dragon, with Chloe as extra immunity to back up Veramos, and Briand to revive once people died on the way and when they died on the towers. Which monster is Pontos, Echo? Or should I? Guess I could look it up.
Is the Light Sea Emperor?
Oh, okay. There you go. I think Perna's viable. Dark's using him, but he's got to be a specialist. Like look at Dark's Perna. It's got HPs and speed instead of crit damage. Because you're gonna be stunned all day without good speed, and you're gonna be dead without good hit points. Blackie, I think Nemesis is good, but I'm probably going to end up changing my Veramos to Will pretty soon, because I'm never getting like a Vanessa or anybody else I'm never getting any other good arena defense monster, and I need my Veramos on arena defense. And I've watched 9 million videos of people blowing up my arena defense, and every single time I always thought, God darn it, I wish I had Will instead of Nemesis. Because more often than not, he doesn't interrupt after double Lucians. The Nemesis effect isn't enough to push him high enough to interrupt the second Lucian, oftentimes. Or the first Lucian just kills him. And I would rather have the will to protect against like the Galleon-based teams, or just the single target nuker type teams, like the people that take like Bernard, Orion, Theo, Chasoon sort of stuff. The Veramos without will runes is a sitting duck because they just attack, bar boost, armor break them, and one shot them. And if you had the will runes, you wouldn't be able to be armor broken like that. The reason why I've stuck Nemesis is because I always needed Nemesis. It like really helped out in all the dungeon runs and stuff. But I'm to the point now where I don't need the Nemesis effect whatsoever. I can do all my dungeon runs without him, and it's just fine. Like, so yeah, I'll be reworking mine pretty soon and putting Will on him instead, just to be even more annoying on defense.
I'm gonna set aside a revenge set just in case if I decide to run up the light salamander.
That team isn't doing too bad, Dark. Like, your contribution's up. fun stuff.
Most people aren't going to really be able to root up the Perna the way I have it. No one just has a spare Perna lying around.
I don't know. That's not a bad deal, okay? Because the faster he is, the more he's going to heal, right? And so I could see a Perna like this being useful elsewhere. You know? Maybe not arena so much. If I popped a Perna today, okay, if I just got a random shop scroll and I popped a Perna, I'd build him very similar to that Dark. And I'd probably put him in the back and mess around with him in the background of raid teams.
You probably use crit damage though, since you probably have enough crit subs.
I don't know. Probably not. I would really prioritize the hit points and the speed over anything, to be honest. I really like this, right? Because this is it's allowing you to improve your damage, but at the same time you still have pretty good survivability. And you got the super clutch Bastet and Colleen's that are doing the revenges and stuff. And just think about it, okay? You probably have runes that you could still put rune improvements on and power them up.
Yeah, for sure. I have a lot of those.
You can get extra HPs, right? To help him survive. You can get extra speed, and yeah, you could improve his HPs and his speed, and maybe his defense just a hair. But just by, you know, getting your blue and green power-ups.
You don't happen to know if there are crit rate and crit damage power-ups, are there?
No.
Or they're just
swaps.
Swaps.
But the highest level swaps are like 12%. They're really rare, but they're outrageously high.
And that's for the legend one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
How much do the legend gems actually even cost? Because I know the cost 125,000 for the hero ones.
What, to like enchant them?
Yeah.
No, it cost me 50,000 to do the purple
to swap
ones.
to the swap.
Oh, okay. I don't know about the
swaps.
swaps.
A lot more. Like I did a purple swap for 125,000.
I've been putting off the swaps for a really bad way. Because I'm so concerned about if I swap this stat, will I not have it? So all the swaps that I've been doing so far is just like replacing some flat stat with something else that's semi-useful.
Yeah, actually, I really enjoy the swaps. I had one where I did on a Nemesis where I swapped a speed, flat stat into a speed, and then I enchanted on top of that, so I got plus 10 speed on a rune. It was pretty sweet. Like, you could remake your entire rune sets with some of this stuff. Didn't you get a Legend Despair Speed set or the other day, like a couple of days ago?
I might have.
I know I got an attack energy last night.
I have an attack one that I haven't put on anything yet. I think what I'm gonna end up doing with Freya is I'm gonna put like a really boss fast despair attack kind of set on her, and use her with like Bernard and stuff in arena. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I thought if you ruined up like your Freya as like a speed revenger, you would be able to get the attack bar reduction more often with her passive in raids. Holy
Oh,
crap.
attack break! Attack break! He's gonna attack
I lost like 2 of my units on that jump.
before he's attack. Oh, we landed it. But
Yeah,
did we
but
land
a
it
little,
soon
a little,
enough?
a little too late for me.
Did we land it soon enough?
Yeah, it looks like SSJ is dead too.
Uh-oh, Jamire reset. Can Isabella heal? Isabella healed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm,
Uh-oh. Ariel's got heal up. Go, Ariel.
Oh.
Heal. Oh.
I'm gonna.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Now attack break's gone. Oh, now we're dead.
You don't have an attack break, do you, Foro?
All I got's Fedora. And if he misses it, it's like GG. Oh, no. Okay, cool. Well, I think that's a good fun note to end the stream on. I'm gonna keep testing with you guys. I'm gonna keep playing. But I think it's time for me to like take a break and get some food and relax.
Did you see? Because I think you're about to actually win this by yourself.
Yeah, you can turn on the screen share if you want.
I don't even know if I'll be fast enough. You're like wrecking this thing. Yeah.
Oh, we won, by the way.
We did win.
You gotta be kidding me! I soloed that.
You saw the last like 3%.
Oh, that's boss.
You got a despair HP.
I'll take that. I'll take that green, that purple despair HP. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna keep going. Okay. I'm gonna keep going. Let me get back in the game. That was awesome.
You got a nice bench crit rate gem too.
Oh. That's fun. But anyway, this is gonna be my last stream for a couple of weeks, guys. I gotta go on vacation. I'll upload some like fun vlog videos while I'm in Hawaii, and I'm gonna look for ways to like keep the channel updated and let you guys know that I will be back and I'm not going anywhere. And I love hanging out with the people and sharing the tactics and stuff on YouTube. But my apologies for no streams for a couple of weeks. As always, if you want to be added to the Looking for Group Rift Room on Global Server, look me up in line, or if you got a question or something, look me up in line. Hope Wednesday was fun. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out, and see you all about 2.5 weeks from now. Bye, peoples.